Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going over the story time. So make sure you guys don't leave a like on today's video. Also, don't forget to comment down below because I'm doing comment shoutouts. And here's today's comment shoutout. Congratulations, bro. And yeah, so if you guys want to be comment shoutout in the next video, all you guys simply gotta go ahead and do is simply go ahead and comment down below on this video, and you'll be most likely in the next video. But without further ado, welcome back to another video, guys. In today's video, this is going to be a story time of when my bus driver held someone hostage. So without further ado, let's go and get started. So it all started out with a normal day. This happened about a week or two ago as I'm recording on this very fine Friday. Let me know how you guys are doing on this very day. But anyways, back to the story. And so yeah, so basically what happened was, it was like every other Friday. Or, any afternoon, I believe it happened on a Thursday. So yeah, around a Thursday. And we get up in the morning, I throw something on, everyone's like, yo, for some reason my outfits always get a compliment. I'm like, oh, thanks. Everyone's like, Jordy, you look good. So I always gotta take the compliments. But yeah, so it's like any other day, and then we're about to go to school, and I get on the bus, and I usually get to school around 7:30, but we took a different route this one very morning because we got a new student on the bus. We got a new girl on the bus, and she is new to our school, but she lives very close to the school, and so she's usually the first to get on. Well, not the first to get on, the last to get on, the first to get off. So she's living lavishly, if you ask me. So yeah, bus ride is always short for her. But anyways, though, back to the story. So yeah, so it's like any other fun day, and it took us until 7:40 to get there, and our school also does bag checks, which takes another like 5 minutes to go through, depending on how long it takes for them to check your bag. But yeah, so after that we go home, and the very first day, it was nice. She was the first to go home, and it was very different because they both exchanged words when she got off the bus, and it was kind of weird. I don't know what they said to each other. I was kind of blasting music, so I really couldn't hear them, plus the bus is loud, so I really couldn't hear what they were saying. But yeah, so my bus driver said something to her, and then she said something back, and then my bus driver was like, yeah, whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay. Now, instantly after that interaction of the first day of them meeting each other, I already knew something was gonna go down, because my bus driver is just, you gotta know my bus driver in order to not get yelled at type. Like, that's just how it is. And I could tell my spidey senses were tingling when I saw this happen. So this is the first interaction, and my bus driver is very picky. All right, now my bus driver, she likes to have these set rules. So one of them, the main one that she enforces, is no standing up on the bus, and that's basically, you'll see why that comes into hand in a little bit. But yeah, so no standing on the bus. I believe she yapped at her about it. Now here is the second day. Now the second day was just like any other day. It takes us a little bit to get to her house because she's the last one after we pick everyone up. And yes, I'm usually the first on the bus. So it was basically like it was going smooth. Nothing really happened that day. School was nice, everything. I really don't remember too much of that day, except for when we got on the bus. Now, when we got onto the bus, right? This is our second time when we got on the bus. Now, on the second time when we got on this bus, man, I'm telling you, it was different. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I've never known my bus driver's name until, like, for the 4 years I've been going to the school, my whole career, man, I've not known her entire name until like recently this year. And that's pretty mind-blowing, because if like an emergency happened, I would just be like, bus driver, you know what I mean? Like but yeah, so that's a fun fact about my bus driver. So yeah, we just never had to use her name, so we just never got to know her name. Well, at least for me, that's my case scenario. But anyways, back to the story, got off topic. But yeah, so it was everything, this very day, like I said, very normal. Nothing really happens too much. Now on the second day is where it gets a little bit iffy, sort of like yesterday, but a little intense. All right, now this is where I say, this is why why I said earlier, this tip comes into play of why I said this earlier, of when my bus driver does not like people standing up. So we go to her. She's about to get dropped off. So she's the first to get dropped off on the very second day. This is her second day. Now, the very first day, she did not come onto the bus. I guess she was not here, and I was like super confused of why we were taking an alternative route before we went to school, because we picked everyone up, and I'm just like, why are we not going to school? We took another turn instead of going straight to the school. So I was like, okay, but she was not there the first day. Now, the second day she came, from her missing the one day, I believe it was a Wednesday, and when she got off we pulled up to her stop, and when we got to her stop, the bus driver was like, sit down, sit down, sit down. My bus driver was like, sit down, please, sit down, please, sit down, please. And I mean, she's already like halfway at the door, so she's about to leave, and my bus driver just does not want to open the door, and she was like, you're not leaving this bus until you sit down. And when she said that, I'm like, hey, yo. So I already knew something was going to happen. And, she was kind of like getting irritated because she was, like, I'm already here. Like, let me off the bus type. And I'm like, to be honest, like, that is fair. Like, if you are at her stop, you might as well just let her off with a warning. Like, it's pretty extra to keep her hostage at, her stop. Meanwhile, everyone else, you got to think about everyone else instantly. Like, everyone's, it's like a Thursday, and Friday I don't believe we had school, so it's just like everyone wants to go home, you know what I mean, and you're just holding everybody up. So yeah, we was at her stop for like 5 minutes, and then after a while she just keeps standing, and she was like, I'm not dropping you off until you sit down. She does not sit down. So what she does is, since she's not being let off the bus, here's what she does. She calls the police. She calls 911, and when the operator picked up, she was like, well, actually, she said, hi, my bus driver is not letting me off the bus. And she was like, and the lady on the phone was like, what do you mean she's not letting you off the bus? And she was like, I got up too early, like 4 seconds early, when I got on my stop, and she said I will not be let off until I sit down. And that was basically it. Now, as soon as she got done explaining to her the reason why she was not allowed to be off the bus, I guess the bus garage from the intercoms, the radio and intercoms that they use at the bus garage, you hear everything they say. Well, I believe this is her boss or whatever, or one of the other drivers telling her, let her off the bus. So after that said, she hurried up, got off the bus, and she opened them doors. Now I'm just thinking, like, what if it got crazy and led to one thing to another, because, I mean, technically, we could have been there for 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, we could have been there for, like, the longest time. I'm just glad it lasted for, like, 5 minutes. Because we stopped for, like, 5 minutes, and they were just talking. So, I'm glad it didn't get out of hand. She is actually a pretty nice person. She does take one of my classes, my digital art classes. So, she's pretty nice the times I've seen her in my class and had her. She's pretty, self-centered, so she's usually to herself. But yeah, this is the time where my bus driver held someone hostage on my bus. I'm glad nothing crazy happened, but yeah, so we got lucky. Who knows, something might go down again sometime soon. I'll go ahead and update you guys if that does ever happen, or another situation like this happens, or continuation. Maybe there'll be a part 2. Just maybe there might be a part 2. But yeah, guys, I hope that was the video you guys liked. This will do it for today's video. I hope you guys definitely did like and enjoy today's video. If you guys want some more story time, just let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys also comment down below. Don't forget to leave a like on today's video. Of course, don't forget to subscribe. And this is your boy Infamous, and I'm out, y'all. Have a good day. And this is your boy Infamous. I'm out, y'all.